The Apple Watch Series 10 has been out for quite a few months and I have absolutely loved it, and I think most people, pretty much every person, needs to get an Apple Watch because it is so helpful. Here are the top 5 reasons I think you need to get an Apple Watch today. Here's the first one. The Apple Watch allows you to leave your phone down. Listen, I have kids and I know how much my phone can be distracting. I'm constantly being notified of things and my kids notice. My daughter literally said to me yesterday, "Hey Dad, look over here and put your phone down." And it just got to me, which it should get to me. And I put my phone away. I had my Apple Watch in case I needed any notifications really to come through, but the reality is you probably don't. But it is helpful that you can have your Apple Watch and you don't necessarily need to have your phone with you every time. And so that's one of the 5 reasons I think it's great, so that you can put your phone away. The next cool thing with this is that you can actually use your Apple Watch to pay for things, unlock your Mac, all that kind of stuff. All you need to do is give it a little double click and you'll get something like your Apple Watch, your Apple Cash card coming up. I've also used it in the past for getting into Disney. You can get your Disney cards on there and stuff like that. It is really, really cool to walk up and you don't really need to pull out your phone. You don't need to pull out your wallet. You can use it at any place that has Apple Pay. You can use your Apple Watch for that. I think that's incredibly helpful. Another way, like I said, you can unlock your Mac. It is so sweet. If you ever used a Windows laptop, Windows laptops have this thing where you can open them up and it's got a face, it can detect your face and open up. With an Apple Watch, you don't even need that. It just detects it and it works perfect. And then if you have HomeKit on your Apple Watch, you can walk up to your front door and put it up to it and it uses the thing to open up. It's just, there are so many cool things you can do where you kind of feel like you're in something like Star Wars or some kind of futuristic thing. It's really fun. Maybe I'm a nerd. It's great. Another cool one is you can take your Apple Watch. I don't have mine set up right now, so just bear with it. But you can use it with the remote. So if you have it connected, I don't have it connected to Wi-Fi right now, but it would show up with the same commands that it would on your phone, and so you can control your Apple TV with your watch, which has been helpful in the past. And I think the biggest one with the Apple Watch is that it actually turns your movement into motivation. It really does challenge you every single day to close your rings. I know for me, I'm not the healthiest guy in the world, but when I see that there's a ring that's not closed, it just gets to me. And so right now my rings, it doesn't look great, okay? And so I am tempted to get up right now and to go work out, which I'm actually gonna use the Ladder app to do that. It's really cool to have something that just pushes you a little bit more to be active. It kind of gamifies the whole situation. And then when you have friends that have Apple Watches as well, it tells you when they've completed workouts and all that, and it just kind of makes the whole thing fun. And if there's anything we can do to make exercise more fun, I think that's just something we really should do. The last thing is that the Apple Watch could actually save your life. I mean, it's got the ECG in it, it's got heart rate notifications, all these things, fall detection, temperature, and all these kind of things. It can track your oxygen levels, all these things. It's kind of like a health assistant 24/7 on your wrist. I know a lot of doctors, they kind of have a problem with it, but just having a warning might be helpful. For me, I go to bed with my Apple Watch on most days, and I have gotten multiple notifications that I have sleep apnea. My wife says I do because I snore quite a bit, and so it's actually pushed me to call my doctor and to go ahead and get an appointment so we can actually really diagnose this sleep apnea, which I've heard it helps you sleep a lot better if you have the little machine. And so I am excited because it'll help me feel more rested, but that only is happening because my Apple Watch told me, hey, you've got a problem. And so do I think everybody should get an Apple Watch? Actually, I kind of do. You might not like having a digital thing on your wrist all the time. I totally get that. You also might like the aesthetic of a nicer watch. Totally fine, I get that. But the benefits of having an Apple Watch are absolutely massive, and so I highly recommend it. You don't necessarily have to go with the Series 10. You could go with the Series 9. I had a Series 8 a little bit ago, still felt great, so you don't have to spend all the money. They also have the SE. There's a lot of different options, but it is a helpful tool. So that's my 4 or 5 or 6 or something reasons of why I think you should get an Apple Watch. Go ahead and check it out. Like this video if you found it helpful. Sub to the channel, and yeah, we're on our way to 20,000, so if you could sub, that'd be awesome. See you guys in the next one.